Let's start with one of the most infamous cases, Germany in 1923. After World War I, Germany faced enormous reparations and debts. The government, desperate to pay these obligations, started printing money at an alarming rate. In just a few years, the value of the German mark plummeted. By November 1923, prices were doubling every few days. Imagine needing a suitcase full of cash to buy a loaf of bread. The consequences were catastrophic. The middle class was wiped out financially, and the social fabric of Germany began to unravel. This period of hyperinflation is often cited as a key moment leading to the rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. It serves as a stark warning about the dangers of unchecked monetary policy. Fast forward to the early 2000s, and we find ourselves in Zimbabwe, where hyperinflation reached a staggering 89.7 sextillion% in November 2008. Government mismanagement and land reform policies led to a collapse of agricultural productivity, which was a backbone of the economy. In a matter of months, people were using trillion-dollar notes for everyday purchases. Daily life was marked by scarcity, and the economy spiraled into chaos. What's striking is how this hyperinflation forced citizens to adapt. They resorted to bartering and reliance on foreign currencies like the US dollar. This situation illustrates the resilience of human behavior under extreme economic pressure, but also highlights the severe implications of poor governance. Now, let's look at Venezuela, which is currently experiencing one of the worst cases of hyperinflation in modern history. Since 2016, Venezuela's economy has been in freefall, largely due to falling oil prices and political instability. Inflation rates soared over 8 million% in 2018. The result? Basic necessities like food and medicine became scarce, and many people resorted to eating garbage or fleeing to other countries. The government attempted to combat this crisis by introducing a new currency, but the problems persisted. What makes Venezuela's case particularly relevant today is how it reflects the consequences of over-reliance on a singular economic sector and the importance of diversification, especially in resource-rich nations. As we reflect on these stories of hyperinflation, several key lessons emerge. First, it's crucial to understand how economic policies can have far-reaching consequences. Both Germany and Zimbabwe illustrate that printing money without backing can lead to disaster. Second, these cases highlight the importance of political stability. Economic mismanagement often stems from turmoil and conflict. Finally, they remind us of the human capacity for resilience. People find ways to cope, adapt, and survive even in dire circumstances. In today's world, as we face economic uncertainties, these historical examples should encourage us to pay attention to monetary policy, governance, and the importance of having a diversified economy.
Looking ahead, we must consider whether hyperinflation could happen again. With rising debt levels globally and the recent economic impacts of COVID-19, some analysts warn that we could be at risk. The lessons from Germany, Zimbabwe, and Venezuela serve as a cautionary tale. Vigilance and sound economic policies are essential to prevent repeating these mistakes. As individuals, we can protect ourselves by diversifying our investments and staying informed about economic trends. Remember, history often repeats itself, and being aware of these patterns can help us navigate our financial futures more wisely.